Jeez.
What? What's going on? Um, I don't remember precisely what happened last session, given it was 2 weeks ago, and I didn't exactly have a note-taking devices with me, so uh,
They're like
they
missing most of the crew.
what?
We're missing at least half the crew.
Yeah, we could call it tonight.
Uh, Lunar's coming. We'll have half everyone. We'll
Okay.
have the majority of everyone. And besides, I'm not unused to sessions with two people.
Yes,
I
well,
does anyone want to do the recap since I only remember a few things? You'll get inspiration if you do.
I don't remember what happened.
Joy. So no one knows. No one remembers.
Alright, so what I remember is Daehun got upset when Miss Olivia told him that she and Thor were married. And Daehun and Cerebon went out into the forest to look for a necromancer. They ended up finding one. Overheard their conversation before returning to Snaku and informing everyone about the necromancer situation. Is also heading north. You had a meeting, or a Silver called a meeting between all of you to discuss what you had known. And I believe where we left off was either everyone like splitting up to go meet or to do some recruiting, pretty much. So, yeah. I suppose we should actually bring this over to the Bear Brawler, though. Since I only just got home a little more than an hour ago, nothing is set up. But all the important tokens are there, at least. Coming out of the meeting room up here, you you are on the right map. You see a dragonborn, white scales. Looks kind of lost, but at least Daehun recognizes him as Rulkar, the dragonborn that you had met in the anti-magic field up in the Calbian Empire. I believe is I believe now the ball is in your court. what do the two of you do?
Okay, so I've been eating carrots this entire time, so I haven't heard half of what's.
All right.
So I got the recap. I remember the recap, but
okay. So, in this main room area, there is a dragonborn that I'm pretty sure only Daehun knows. White scaled. You're just coming out of this room here.
out of this room?
Yes.
So
Oh.
I'm walking out of this room.
The room is actually right here.
Okay, so I'm walking out of this room.
Yes.
Because we just had a really long meeting that I was very tired and I forgot what it was. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Where's the Dragonborn?
I don't think I have a token for him. I looks lot. Let's just use a random Dragonborn token. But I know I have a Dragonborn token here somewhere. Moriana, we'll substitute you in for this Dragonborn.
And just to make sure, is this a Sifa?
Asifa? No, this is so the Dragonborn that you met up in the Calvin Empire. Rulkar, the one that was hanging out in the anti-magic field, talked about being mad and showed you the symbolic representation of the cycle.
Right. Yeah. Not sure why I don't have his name down.
But he is over at the bar looking very confused.
Well, might as well walk up to him. Hello, Rulkar. How you doing?
Doing decent.
Ah. And what are you doing?
Did you not tell me to come down this way?
I mean, eventually. I didn't expect you so soon. Though it has been a couple weeks.
Ample
Yeah.
time?
All right. Okay. Cool. Well, let's see. At the moment, we're actually planning to head out, at least me and the group. So you have two options. You can either stay here, which is our de facto base, or you could come with us and mess around with random things.
And
Probably incredibly dangerous.
were we planning on taking on the necromancer, or was it a dragon?
I believe what Cerebon was instructed to by Liv was to meet Lostor, or is it Lostor? Yeah, well, just Lostor.
The best dragon is 100, but Daehun thinks he's 300.
To meet him at the one park that she hasn't been banned from.
Let's see.
Do you want to see a dragon?
Urban's, I guess, went that way then.
Yeah.
It
Your
might
anti-magic
be
field might be
advisable it mightn't. I don't think it would be a good decision for me to go, considering I have to stay in an anti-magic field in order to
Okay.
have a resemblance or a domination of my own mind and body.
All right. Well, oh,
And
so I'm not really. I don't.
and if I were to go, people would be scared of a dragon in this place.
Yep. Yeah, that's why they're so cool. All right. I do have a question. Not really big on anti-magic. Do you know if your field will allow people to see into this area?
See,
Like
in what way?
magically. Like if we can't peer out currently because we are suppressed, I guess. But if people were to peer in, would they be able to see us?
If you mean by scrying and familiars, no.
All right, cool. Well, hey, if you want to stay here, then that would be great. I got a necromancer that wants me dead.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
I'm not sure why it doesn't surprise you. You'll have to figure that out yourself. Let's go, Sturbon.
All right.
Uh, we shall take you back to the Snot Cave map, where you are will be represented by. Well, yeah, you can use either your tokens or you can use the Swan emblem down here, which everyone should have access to.
Do we?
Yeah, controlled by all players.
Sure about that?
Well, Dehunsker, or someone's moving it around.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
See, I just like causing stress.
All right, Sturbon, I don't know where we're going because I haven't been to any of these parks.
Yes, don't worry. We've been we've been in quite a few parks thanks to Liv and her need to yell, what was it, compliments at people in Infernal?
Yep. Yeah, it was that indeed. The park would be around this general area. It's a nice park. When do you expect a large-ish clearing with a few trees on it. There's a little pond in the middle of it. You wait there for probably the good part of an hour before you see you don't necessarily see, but you feel the wind pick up. You were about to say something, Victor?
Nope.
You look around, you don't see anything. Wind dies down. For a few more minutes, a teenage boy with red hair comes over to you. Looks to be like 17 years old almost, if not older.
Is he Lothar?
Lothtar's a dragon. This is
Oh,
just some kid.
hello. Can we help you?
You summoned me. Remember?
Um,
Eh,
who are you again?
I'm Lothtar. I've taken humanoid form.
What? I can't be. Sturban, is that right?
Would Sturban know if dragon? I'm pretty sure Sturban would know if dragons could do that, right?
Um. Uh. Hmm. That. Roll a nature check.
Do that.
Oh yeah, no, dragons absolutely can do that. At least certain types of dragons can do that. That
So
thing.
yes, dragons can assume different forms. They
Oh,
and
that's
no one
cool.
would be stupid enough to pretend to be a dragon, especially not a red dragon.
Hmm.
At least no
Okay.
one would be vain enough to do that.
Vain, torch to bits, take your pick.
At least since I couldn't back it up, which I could, but I really don't want to have to deal with a city's worth of guards.
Oh, come on. You're Lothstar. You could kill them all.
Don't give him ideas. I'd like to have a one day where that house is going up in flames.
All right. You know what? How about this?
Should start a
Sturban,
firefighting company. I'd make so much money.
Sturban.
Yes.
I and Dahun looks physically uncomfortable. I'm gonna I'm gonna let you talk. I'm not gonna say anything.
Cool.
Okay. And he steps back.
Do you have another demon in your head? Because we're
He shakes his head really uh, violently, but he doesn't say anything.
wonderful. All right. So what did we want from Lothar?
I believe your pseudo dragon friend said something about a necromancer.
Oh, were we gonna ask Lothar to torch the necromancer or find him? That's the issue. I can't remember. How long ago did we last do a campaign? I don't know.
Hold on a moment. I have someone that's barging in. Okay, that's been dealt with. Um, where were we?
I was trying to remember what we wanted both our for. Um, Jesus, it's been so long. Not very long, but
It's only been 2 weeks.
yeah, only 2 weeks, and I'm definitely not.
I mean, you could DM Lunar, who probably remembers.
Probably. Yeah, damn her.
But you can also just say that Sterbon just doesn't remember.
See, we literally were talking about this in a meeting like 30, 40 minutes ago. So Starbuck not remembering is pretty bad.
How much attention was he paying?
If it was the necromancer running around in the woods, he'd be slightly interested, I guess. Thinking about that, it doesn't deal with forests. Necromancers don't tend to light forest on fire, unlike some people. Um, and it would just be a murder of town, so he'd be interested in that because he's supposed to be good. Mm.
Um,
He's just confused, but doing his best. But okay, so yeah, it is supposed to kill the lich. Lich homicide. All
I say that's what Ender said, or no, Ender's you, Lunar.
yeah, Lunar said lich homicide. Makes sense. It's pretty much what I was thinking. So. Yeah, so there's a lich bouncing around in the woods, or where did you say he was holding holding up? Where did we hear that he was gonna go, Dahoon?
Dahun is gonna. Oh, this is gonna get difficult. He's gonna point in the direction of the mountains.
Yeah, there was a specific mountain though.
Mountains to the north.
He's gonna motion with his hands, like trying to open a door, and then he's gonna point at the mountains and point down. Door mountains down, and then he's just gonna keep doing that.
I guess Starbon will then be like, okay, what he said. Um, he'll just uh yeah,
So
I guess
what you're saying is there's a lich that way.
yeah, it's chilling up high in the what in this mountain here.
When
And
he says hi, Dahun shakes his head vigorously.
okay, whoa. He's on a mountain. I didn't hear much of the
He's gonna point
conversation.
down. Point down.
Okay, inside the mountain.
Dahun is gonna nod his head, and then he's gonna motion door multiple times.
In a dungeon. There's a lich in a dungeon that we want. We were hoping that a mighty red dragon would murder. Because apparently he sent minions into this city and we're supposed to clear them out. Because reasons.
I mean, hold on. Pull up bestiary for young dragon. Uh, how? Adult, young red dragon. Perception plus 8.
What's this name?
Uh, well, I suppose I do smell something undead in this city, but It's not a horde of undead. It's a singular undead.
So there's just one undead running around. Huh. Well, that's easier. Thanks.
You're welcome. A lich. That. Well, I am proud, and he said with a huge smile on his face. I am proud that you called me in to take care of what's such a problem. However, well, liches are weaker than my kind. They are spellcasters. And they are legendary spellcasters at that. They are a bit. And I hate to admit this. They are a bit out of my league. Alone, that is.
Yeah. We figured that liches were powerful. That's why we didn't think we could take them on ourselves. But if a red dragon says he can't take on a
Well,
powerful dragon, you says he can't take on a lich, which
well,
is
it's
more.
not the fact that a red dragon couldn't take on a lich. It's that a dragon of my level couldn't take on a lich. I
What?
am still a young red dragon after all. And I believe you adventurer types categorize us as a CR13. Meanwhile, the put up liches at a CR21.
Joy. Well, hmm, yes.
That's not to say I'm willing to help, it's just I'm not going to fight that thing alone.
Which is probably wise. I would not want to run into an undead version of you. No offense, but undead dragons are not fun. You can ask Dahoon. He was there.
Well, are they fun?
I, although Dahoon's being silent for some reason. Um, if I remember correctly, we ran like all bloody get, and it still nearly destroyed our ship.
It's curious. I smell your other companion, the tiefling, her draconic scent. There's, well, I suppose you also have a number of kobolds here and that pseudo dragon. But there's a familiar ish scent here in this city. Like the smell of sulfur.
Hmm. Sulfur. Am I wearing the right deodorant? Or
Um, I don't think it's coming from you, Druid. No.
So here, we do have a succubus here, or a succubus. Excuse me.
No, this is more my kind, more
Oh,
draconic.
then you're probably smelling a dragonborn five.
This is different.
Perhaps it was the dragonborn that didn't want to meet you.
Well, I I'm flattered to know that there are those that know to fear me.
Yes, we'll be having a conversation with him, I say. Uh, be interesting if there's another dragon in this city. Or you could just be smelling Liv because she is turning into a dragon, which is fun. Or you're
Oh,
smelling better Liv, who's also a dragon.
so his clones are here.
They're at an arena, uh, so they could still be here. I don't really I don't keep track of the whereabouts of random people anymore. It's a time-consuming hobby.
Well, perhaps you might actually want to keep track of them. You never might know what might happen to the other Dehun, was it? He said,
Yeah,
looking directly at Dehun.
Dayon nods his head.
I think he's doing his best to be respectful, because usually when he opens his mouth, he spews out fighting words, and then we get to see how much of a fight we get.
Dayon death glares at Strubon.
Hey, you're the reason why a couple of houses have burned down.
He's
I
gonna
think.
motion with his hands like fiery hair.
Okay, most of it was arson, true, but once it was Liv.
He's gonna shrug his shoulders ecstatically and then point at himself like,
All right, this is some
anyway, he's
sort
gonna turn
of
back to the
challenge
dragon.
then.
He's gonna turn back to the dragon.
So, what, you want to do this undead hunt here? Or.
Dayon shakes his head vigorously. Sorry, nods his head vigorously, along with
Oh,
the rest of his body.
yes, we'll be hunting undead here, and if there's only one, it's an easy time. And then I guess we try and figure out if we want to take on a lich, which will be wonderful.
Yes, well, you're a paladin. I'm sure you can easily detect them eventually. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna look into this familiar scent.
cool. We'll let the Dragonborn know and see if he panics.
And Lothar walks away.
All right.
Wait,
Well, good chat.
nose in the air, like he's sniffing the air.
Oh, that was hard.
Is this like a challenge from your god? Don't talk to the powerful.
Nope, nope. That's just because I. You're right. I say stuff, and I say stuff a lot. So yeah, I'm just trying to give you, I guess, time to talk to something that's more your speed. I don't know dragons. I didn't even know that he was a dragon when he first walked up, but you knew. So, you're probably better with dragons. Anyway, let's go talk to that dragonborn, and then we can sit in town waiting.
Yes, we can use your paladin senses like Liv tries to use my druid compass. We'll see what happens. If you ping an undead, let me know, and if it turns out to be an undead dragon, you're on your own.
Okay. Let's see what I can do.
So you're heading back towards the Barrel Brawler, correct?
Yeah. Yep, that's what we're doing.
Um, I when you reach the Barrel Brawler, outside it, and you actually had to walk by it to actually get to the park. It was there was like a large-ish mammoth that you had gotten for rule car previously. It still has the anti-magic field generator on its back. It's
Right.
attracting a lot of attention.
Oh no.
Well, at least people, like, as they're walking by, will look at it. But unless they're magically inclined, they're not. Let's just say looking closer.
All right.
Now we're in a city where a good portion of the population are elves and tieflings. There's some inherent magic. But anyway, like just before you reach the Barrel Brawler, you actually can see, looking ahead, Rulkar conversing with a man who's hooded. Though what you can see of him, he has a really dark beard and very tan skin.
Oh.
Much darker than what you've seen anyone on this continent with. Really, the closest you would have seen would have been back in Liv's home country. But this is still darker than that, or tanner than that. And his clothes actually look to be loose, like loose robes.
Right.
And for real world context, he looks to be like he's wearing a turban.
Right. Okay, well, Daehun, somehow knowing this guy's name but not Rokar's name, is going to walk up. Hello, Mr. Was it Asifa?
How do you know that name?
I'm not entirely sure. Well, let's put it simply. Daehun is going to pull out his necklace that's just magically around him. So there's that. I think we have that in common.
So it is.
Yes. I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation. Very nice to see you. I'm going to be inside if you want to talk to me. Sorry. Sorry. Bye.
I will not be entering your premises.
Oh. Okay.
And he says that, giving a side glance over to Rulkar and up towards the mammoth.
Oh. Just checking in on an old friend because you can't sense him anymore?
Partially. Partially to provide warnings and words of encouragement.
All right. Well, hey, if they were for me, then probably would have heard about them. So I'm going to leave you to it.
In rule car. Um, you happen to smell of sulfur, or it might be more draconic than originally estimated.
I, I, I shouldn't.
Yeah. So if you're not the one the dragon smells, there's another dragon in this city that is about to have a red dragon knocking on their door.
That's Mr. Asifa.
Well, either way, I wanted to see someone look scared.
What's your passive insight, Servon? It would be 10 plus your insight bonus. It's not going to be on the sheet automatically.
So 10 plus insight bonus, which
Yes.
is here, 15.
And you don't have the observant feat, correct? Oh no,
Correct.
that would just be perception and insight. Or no, investigation. So, uh, Asifa kind of gives a and almost takes a step back. There's a dragon here.
Nope. Well, we're not sure.
Then what were you referring to by the? You're not the one that the dragon was smelling.
I mean, how we have many contacts with dragons. Mostly a pseudo dragon, actually. Now that I think of it. But I mean, how afraid are you of pseudo dragons? Because we have one runner and two.
A pseudo dragon. I'm not scared of them at all.
Well, that's what I was talking about then.
Well, Rulkar, remember what I said, and just he'll kind of reach forward, look at you, and squint, scowl, and then reach his hand forward. You you can see the illusion, at least around his hand, dissipates. You see a gloved hand, but it doesn't necessarily look like it has any flesh underneath the clothing, but rather just skeleton. And he puts his hat on Rulkar. Just I would not recommend going to the mountains. I'm going
Yeah,
there. What?
we were just about to talk to Rulkar about that, actually.
Look, she loves you very much, but if she saw something, then I am probably the only person that would be willing to go talk with her, or that she would be willing to speak with at any rate. She knows what I've become, and you can feel what I've become. And he'll pull his hand back and say, Masalam, and he'll begin walking away. And it's just you and Rulkar.
So is he undead?
I, I, I don't know. My, you have to remember my mind has been shattered for the past 2,500 years. I don't, I don't know what's real anymore.
Isn't that fun? What? Forget I said anything about the mountains. Just see if you can reforge your mind, I guess.
So you're saying I should go to the mountains?
Nope.
No?
No, the mountains have a lich in them right now.
Yep.
So I would not go there unless you want to become undead.
Oh, but with the anti magic fields, then it spells would be suppressed.
Are you saying you want to activate a anti-magic field on a lich and see what happens?
His magic would not be able to penetrate the shield, or not not the shield, not the shield, the field. The, it's called an anti magic field for a reason.
So if we pop the anti-magic field on, say, I mean, are you saying you're the center of an anti-magic field? I'm just
Uh,
asking.
I am not. The mammoth has the generator.
All right. So say we were to pop an anti-magic field on a lich, the body of a lich, would he be able to walk around still?
I let me check Rulkar's class. Hmm.
It's all philosophical, by the way.
Yeah. Probably that. Yeah. Well, the 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 area is devoid from the magical energies that suffuse the multiverse. With within the area, spells can't be cast, summon creatures disappear, and magic items become mundane. Uh, Spells and other magical effects, except for those created by artifacts or deities, are suppressed and can't protrude into it. Um, uh, Spells cast within the area are consumed if they're cast. Well, I mean, slot used to cast a spell is consumed. While an effect is suppressed, it doesn't function, but the time it spends suppressed it counts against its duration. Um, I don't know how that would affect a. I don't know how that would affect a lich. Other than they couldn't cast spells into the area.
As a spellcaster myself, that would pretty much just nuke me as well. So, thanks for your time. And watch out, there's an undead roaming the city. Supposedly. According to sources. Lich in the mountains, undead in the city. It's a wonderful time of year.
Damon, do you use your divine sense at all?
Am I capable? Sorry, I thought we were in the magic. Anti-magic.
To go into the bear brawler, you would have had to pass through the field, but read the description of divine sense.
Yep. Well, this guy is either fiend or undead. And I think that's all it tells me.
So, is it a spell?
I don't know.
Okay, let me just check the paladin stuff. Because I'm pretty sure it's not. See, base. The presence of strong evil registers your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music to your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hollow spell.
Oh, damn, that sounds rough.
Welcome,
Hello.
Lunar.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. A fucking Birdman was stabbing my cleric to death in another game.
Birdman?
Yeah, technically not a Kenku, but might as well be a Kenku.
So that... It's actually a different game.
Yes.
I thought it was a game as in like a video game, not another D&D game.
No, I had another D&D game, and the plan was to end after, 7. But it dragged on an extra 2 hours.
Wow.
Anyways, yes, Cool Mom is here, don't worry.
Oh, now, Lunar, would you consider the Paladin ability Divine Sense to be magical?
Definitionally speaking, yes, but it's not a spell. So, for all intents and purposes, you could technically dispel Magicate, but it's instantaneous, so that's kind of moot. You cannot counterspell it. If this isn't an anti-magic field, then absolutely. It just does not work.
Well, then it would depend on whether or not you would activate before or after you enter the field, Daehyun.
Okay. To be complete, I'm not sure if Daehun. I think Daehun thinks that he knows what this guy's deal is and doesn't really want to know anything else. It's uncharacteristic, but
Okay, so the two of you have returned to the Barrel Brawler. Miss Livia, what would you have done in the past hour and a half that Daehun and Cerebon were gone meeting Lothar?
Probably would have gone to the Steel Swan. Since even if Daehun's the de jure captain, Miss Livia's the de facto captain. And help like the fucking overworked, underpaid, no sleep college student of an artificer navigator to help plot a course out to where we should set up base camp.
Ouch. How dare you describe me like that?
Probably suggesting that a good place to stop would be like Grime or Autumn. But obviously, the literal navigator should know better. You know, just clerical things for our job.
Oh, I think I got those notes I made for myself. Grab ice. That although Autumn is parallel to the mountains from your direction, and Ice is away from the mountains.
Really? I figured that was to the north and west. Or east. East. North and east.
So, Autumn,
I was holding my map upside down again.
Sleetfall, Slivanwell, and Britpoint are closer to the mountains.
Well, then what would be the best entrance?
I mean, it depends on where we're supposed to infiltrate from. Half Rakshasa daughter of yours, right? I'm not mistaken in that, right?
Yeah, that's the gist of it.
Doesn't she know where the entrance is?
Yeah, I don't know if I can pry more spoilers from her, but I suppose it's an option. I will point out, for whatever reason, the only reason I bring up Grime Ice is, well, due to Fleur. Suggesting that at least her and I, and probably Silvar, stay there.
Are you not going into the mountains?
No, we have an entirely separate but equally let's call it prophetic nightmare bullshit thing to do with TLDR, Silver Fleur and I, and also presumably that weird star elf girl thing, are gonna go poke the dragon's nest, and by dragon's nest, I mean explicitly the dragon god's nest.
Okay, and what would they have to do with Grumice?
I don't take that up with Fleur. I've never been to the city myself.
I take it this is the information that you got. It looks like it all takes place in the mountains themselves. The air currents are extremely terrible.
Oh yes, no, I'm not suggesting to fly this thing into the mountains. But that being said, that was Fleur's idea. Though presumably, is that weird, funky little elven girl that Fleur keeps talking to is, I believe, from there. Yeah?
Audrey Madrell? Yeah?
Yeah. The backside of that tapestry had pictures of Eberron. I will say this, they likely have airships of their own. Even necessarily smaller ones that could effectively enter the mountain passes. There could still be something to be gained there. Again, friend, to watch, using prestidigitation, she produces a mug, and then, like, out of her other index finger pours coffee and hands it to him. Friend, I don't know. You're gonna have to take that one up with HR. That was her idea. That being said, I trust your discretion here, and please take a fucking nap. Actually, I would say this is like your smoke break, but no, I am explicitly ordering you as your senior manager to take a 5-hour nap.
Okay, ma'am.
Wonderful. To which she'll pat him on the head like one would to a child. And we'll return to the bear brawler.
At which point you will see, actually, no, you will walk by a man, which you weren't there for the description of, so I'll have to describe him again. You walk past a man with really dark tan skin, like darker than anyone you've seen on this continent, or Bayfront, or the Ganamycin Theocracy. Darker even the people from your homeland in Agia. Like black beard, loose-ish robes, and for IRL visualization, wearing a turban.
Cool. Ah, shit, the Ethiopians.
But you walk by him, he walks by you, and unless you wish to do anything,
she will. Yeah, she will out loud say, unless maybe Nubian.
What?
Oh, you're not Nubian? Okay, so definitely Ethiopian then.
What? What?
Praise be to King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba.
What the nine hells are you referring to?
Oh, sorry, force of habit. Don't worry about it.
What is wrong with you?
I come from a distant land on another, somewhere between, Venus and Mars, there in the stars. Also, literally
Ceremony don't
between,
make any sense.
but also literally between Venus and Mars. That was an interesting night. Should not have given Hephaestus the idea for the net. Look, I digress. I'm kind of surprised nobody warned you about me. Usually the paladin does.
He shakes his head and what's your passive perception?
I believe like 12, 13. Let me check. Yes, Felrude, what is your passive? 14.
You hear him say, "This is who they chose to replace us?" As he turns around and walks away. And actually, probably would have said, "This is who the twins replaced us with."
Oh, yikes, you're one of us.
He stops. It backs straight.
Cool. Well, taking a guess, you're not the fucking dragon. Or the undead bitch. And the Seeress is still up in the mountains.
Not to mention a woman.
Gender's an arbitrary social fucking construct, don't worry about it. So what, that leaves what, the spirit of nature, and, well, your body's not on fire, water, wind, or earth. All four elements lived in harmony. All four nations lived in harmony, but everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, the master of all four elements, may. She stops herself from going through the entirety of the Avatar opening. So, I suppose there's that weird fucking sixth one. I believe weird ass Dragon Man brought it up, but how if I know? To which she'll get closer and sort of like look up into his eyes like inquisitively. So which one are you? Hmm?
Is this a what? Is this like a perception or no, not persuasion or intimidation?
Well, she's trying to persuade him. If he gets intimidated, that's on him. I mean, one is obviously better for Liv, but the other is hardly bad. And so I'll leave that one up to you.
Hold on. I do a thing.
That being said, it's very clear that she has much practice in the art of being a nagging little sister.
And ma Miyata. Hey, Miyata. Hey. What was that? Google Translate.
Oh dear. See, I told you gender's a social construct. He just produced a feminine voice that sounded weirdly robotic.
And Miyatai.
I do not track, but can you put that in like comment?
I can.
Would you please?
I'd rather not.
Oh, come on, friend. Come on. You're one of us. We're like
I
spiritual fucking blood
was.
brothers or something.
No, you were. Or I was like one of you.
Oh, damn, did you throw off the chains of fate? Cast the gods aside no matter their yoke?
Long before
Frankly,
you were. Long before even your parents were born.
I highly doubt that. Well, one, yeah, but mom, no. Mom is technically immortal.
How the. Nope. 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 Don't fall for the silver tongue.
Come on. Oh, well, that one isn't a lie though. That one is that one is true. My mom's like fiendish.
I am Majad Asifa.
Well, glad to meet you.
I come from the island that is now called Al Baramal.
Cool. So, not Ethiopian. Oh, fuck, you're a Persian. I'm sorry. My people have a long and storied history with the Persians, where we kick your guys' asses, dab. Too much, even her wings dab.
He just looks confused, and Serba, in this conversation, if you're still hanging out outside, you can see this conversation going on. Like, you can see it going on, but not necessarily hear what's going on unless you get closer.
You probably did hear Liv shout dab, though. But I digress. We're like, again, soul, blood, siblings, or whatever the fuck. Though I guess you cast off like the chains of fate and broke the cycle and all that jazz. Uh I know. She claps her hands together. What can you tell me about the dragon gods? Now, do I have to go through like a fucking Zelda dungeon, get the boss key, open the chamber door, defeat like the Prince of Darkness to free them, or like do I have to fill out tax paperwork? Because I don't want to fill out tax paperwork, but I can fill out tax paperwork.
You'd have to ask Rukar about that.
Oh yes, I already did. Rukar, very kind man.
At least he was before his mind was shattered.
No.
I have places to be.
She grabs his hands and like, oh well, it's wonderful. We committed an act of minor terrorism to the north and gave him like an portable anti-magic field. He's actually fairly chill now.
Sure. Love to meet him.
Wait. Come on. I think he's staying here. She says, dragging the man inside.
Oh boy, this is going to be fun. So, do I actually have tokens for these people? No, I don't. And unfortunately, something funky happened with my computer during the past 2 weeks, so I don't have any pictures, unfortunately. But it's just use a random NPC in my library. It looks relatively, or at least close enough. Not a lot of these are even remotely close to what I want. Where's that one token go? This one. Come on. We'll just have to use you. Even though you're absolutely not the correct token. Up. Rulcar has gone inside. Miss Livia. And actually, let's drag you and Starabon outside, since you would technically be outside. You two are not there. Audrey's not hiding in the bushes. She's not present.
Yeah, I just moved the token somewhere.
So, let's say you two are here. Starabon will move you here. So, when you get to this point right here, are you just looking straight ahead, Lunar or Miss Livia?
She will look. I mean, she's looking like back and forth between like the person they're unfortunately dragging along, and the entrance of the bear brawler. Make sure that she doesn't lead this poor fucker into like bushes.
Is Starabon are just watching this unfold?
Yep.
So you get to that point. Starabon. He passes the point from which you saw the thing happen. But this time his entire body goes through, and you see the skin give way to a skeletal form with two large horns jutting out from underneath the turban, and glowing red eyes. Miss Livia, you're looking forward, you look back, you're not paying that much attention, but after a moment, it's like, wait, something's off. Like, probably get to this point here before you realize something's off.
Liv stops and turns back and goes, "Oh shit! Did all your skin spontaneously slow off your body?"
It was an illusion.
Well, damn, I've heard about giving people bones, but this is a bit much. Anyways, come on. Ruker's still inside. Too much is still dragging Pony Boy in.
Do you follow Servon?
Yep, I guess. There's a guy growing horns. I'm gonna follow.
Hey, Libertas, Ton, have you seen Rukar? Oh, never mind, there's Rukar. Hey, Rukar! This weird skelly blade claims to know you.
Dehun, where in the bar would you be at this point?
Probably up against a back wall.
But go ahead, move your token to where it would be.
That's the front wall. But...
So Miss Olivia does her usual thing, but she drags in a familiar-looking person to you. It's the lich you saw yesterday.
Sorry? Okay, well, that's pretty simple. Daehyun's gonna stand up, draw his sword, and run over.
Whoa! What the fuck, Daehyun? This is one of
That's
us.
the lich. It's the lich.
Oh, fuck's sake! We should have done more research about our past selves. No, Daehyun, put down the sword. Put down the sword.
It's the lich.
Okay. How do I put this? Even if you did manage to like shatter his bones into dust, he will just reform around his phylactery.
Okay, Daehyun is gonna stare into this man's eyes.
That being said, Rukar, you get over here. This man claims to know you.
I don't know what it's gonna take to kill you, but I will kill you.
That was
All
a
right,
short
have
trip.
fun.
Right.
That
was a
being
short
said,
trip, Sifa.
wait, Daehyun, I think actually now I'm starting to think this man is actually you from a past life.
Uh-huh.
You know, the whole twin divine cycle bullshit.
Oh wait. You turned into a lich.
She turns back to the lich. Do not give him any of your secrets, I swear to the gods.
Him? He wouldn't be able to
Yes.
do it. He's not smart enough for it.
Oh, I know, but the less we teach the dumbass paladin over there necromancy, the better. Look, trust me. Just trust me on this. Rukar, you know how rash Daehyun can be.
I don't. I just know what I used to be.
You were there for the minor war crime.
I was in a basement, guarding the last strips of
Fuck.
sanity.
Yes, and now you have your own that you can carry in a bag with you. Or large ass backpack, but you're ripped, so it's fine. Anyways, yeah, again, Bony Boy here claims to know you.
That trip wasn't very long, Majad. I didn't have much time to get away before this one dragged me in.
Miss Livia just looks proud of herself. So, anyways, I was trying to peer pressure this guy into telling us more about the dragon gods, but clearly whatever you told me is like the most we're going to get out of your party.
Not necessarily. You. Well, let me put it this way. There are. A lot of us came from different places. I come from an island that is now the Jawadian equivalent of, what do you call it? Atlantis?
Oh, neat. You guys pissed off Poseidon.
Rule cars from somewhere.
Wait, Rukar, did you come from space?
My people did, I think.
Okay, so you weren't on the fuck you spaceship that came here. Cool. I only presume. All Dragonborn seem to come from like a fuck you spaceship.
Well, the Rulkar's wife, Tinuvio, the then princess, the then princess, crown princess of Mythosil, sister of the queen, would not necessarily know the location of the or of anything related to the dragon gods, as they were forbidden.
Oh, no, that's cool. We have, well, the Herald somewhere. And also, she will still holding on to. Oh, never mind. There's a Herald. Hi, Herald.
Must you be so loud about that?
I mean, the only prying ears in here are people that either know or we're going to find out. And also Daehoon.
That Dane's a second thought.
Eh,
Okay, that was my nephew. Ignore that.
Wow, so far you're sounding real young and spry today.
No, you just barged into a door that I had locked somehow. Hey, where were we?
Cool. Well, again, so far, it's cool. Everyone here either knows, will know, or is Daehoon. Anyways, you know what? Come on, Daehoon. Not you,
What?
but no, Daehoon. So far, Heralds of the Dragon Gods.
okay.
There. We've crossed off Daehoon on the list. Anyways, you want to come over here, Sylvar?
Okay, what?
And also, you, weird star lady. She points to the astral elf. Yes, we also have a member of the cult of the Dragon Gods. She has political assassins. I one day wish to have political assassins too.
Both of them are just staring at Majad, as he is completely skeletal at the moment. Not to mention he has glowing red eyes and horns.
What? Have you ever seen a bony boy before?
I have never seen a lich.
Look, how do I put this? She snaps her fingers and, like, her eyes light up in what can only be presumed to be a terrifying glint to Sylvar, and Sylvar only, as she snaps her fingers again, and the bar is filled with the sound of spooky, scary skeletons.
God,
Liv just looks very happy at herself. There, that's the gist of what you need to get down here.
Sylvar gives you a disapproving shake of the head.
So if Silver has any more
Look, the point being is that, like, this lich, apparently not a murder boy, just an edgy one. And also Persian. I'm still not sure how to feel about the Persian thing.
That's the thing you're most worried about?
Yes, my people have a long and storied history with the Persians. Again, mostly of kicking their asses, but that's beside the point. To what she dabs again after bringing up the fact that the Greeks kick the Persians' asses, and presumably so do the fantasy Greeks.
Well, let me just tell you this, Pleasure. The main reason why I came out is because Fleur was about to leave the room when she caught sight of him and told me to go first.
Frankly, she's my wife. You think she'd at this point just understand not to question whatever the fuck I bring home like a lost little puppy?
Well, the point is, your wife is terrified.
Ah, fuck. True. True, the last thing I brought home, like a lost little puppy, was a fox. Speaking of which, where is Hibiko? Fuck, I lost her again. Hopefully she's outside of the anti-magic field, because in here she's probably just a normal fox. Well, I would say you can go tell her that, like, this one's past Daehoon, but given how she feels about Daehoon, I don't think that's going to soothe her nerves.
You think?
Yeah, just do you want to go just tell Fleur that, like, this guy's chill, not going to murder us all to death?
Yet.
Well, we're currently within an anti-magic field. I don't normally like our chances against a Lich, but I think we can take him.
So you're saying that liches can be meleeed to death?
Yeah. You didn't realize you could just maul a Lich to death?
Well, no, it was an idea. I just didn't really relish testing it out.
I mean, like I said, it's not going to do shit. It's not going to do much of anything. I severely doubt his phylactery's with him.
No, it's not. It's
Actually, presumably, if his phylactery was with him, he would just die on the spot because magic. That being said, she produces her book of shadows and, like, pulls up the notes. Note to self: if have to kill past Daehoon, bring anti-magic field. I'm sorry. This is a very poor introduction. I have contingency plans to murder everyone in this tavern. She points to Sturbon, especially you.
Right.
I'm surprised you still took that with your normal apathy. But yes, TLDR, I think we could successfully bludgeon a Lich to death within an anti-magic field.
so. Silvar eventually manages to get Fleur out of the room, though she does her best to cower behind a 2.5-foot tall lizard man.
Fleur, sweetie, this is past Daehoon. Past Daehoon? Fleur.
Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam. Since when do you know my descendants' language? I was apprenticed there. Live. I don't know what Persian is, but based off what Silva has told me, they're more akin to Arab, whatever that means.
Oh, I see. Liv pulls out her book of shadows again. Would you like to buy ICBMs from the United States of America? To which the bald eagle shrieks and the B-14s fly overhead.
Pleasure, don't.
What? Everyone knows I'm an arms dealer for the Defense Department of the United States of America. To which the Scary Skeletons cuts out for the Metallica cover of the Star Spangled Banner. Or, wait, would you prefer the Senator Armstrong theme? I don't have nanomachines, though. Yet. We'll get back to you on that one. Anyways, so, yeah, I'm forming, like, the fucking A-team, but explicitly to break out the Dragon Gods. And by A-team, I mean these three. And also the girl sitting back there, she points to Chomper.
Oh wait, Chomper shouldn't be in her girl form. She should be in her pseudo dragon form.
And also that pseudo dragon back there.
Where is Chomper?
So I guess less so the A team and more like the C team. But we do our best. Actually, wait. Turku,
Yeah?
do you want to go break out some ancient taboo gods with us? I never actually got a straight answer from you.
I told you I'm busy.
Fuck, right, well, if you have space on your calendar.
Look, I got enough space for my calendar to attend the wedding, but that's it.
Yeah, yes, and to that I am eternally grateful. Fine, it's cool. It's cool. You have other business to attend to. The offer still stands though if this falls through for you. Anyways, okay, well not that one. Hold up. Hey Tong,
Uh, Tong's not here. To, if you're referring to this, that should be Bellas.
no, Tong, right
Oh,
there.
Tong. Right. I forgot. I mixed up the names. Yes.
Do you want to break out some ancient and taboo gods with us?
I mean, I was going to come whether you want me to or not.
I frankly figured you were going to tail Arson. Like, he is your boy toy.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it out loud, but
Yeah, well, it's cool. One of his moms said it. Wait, hold up. Harmony, wait, Fleur and I are actually Arson's moms in the future, yes?
yes.
Okay, cool. Then yes, one of his moms said it. So, it's cool. But
You
yeah,
have to adopt
totes.
him first.
Yeah, semantics. At least one future has us as his moms, and frankly, that sounds like the worst timeline for him. Either way, point being, yeah, totes, if you want to come, two foxes are better than one. Okay, this is starting to look more like the A team. Anyways, so yeah, just trying to collect information about the dragon gods. Fortunately, we have a member of their mystery cult right here, to which she'll pull in the astral elf. And also the herald, but the herald's currently being used as a meat shield.
Yeah, thanks for that.
But I suppose you have nothing to tell us about those. That being said, I'm glad I can reunite long lost friends, and
Yeah, you didn't exactly do that. We were talking for a few minutes before the paladin and the druid got here.
Well, I'm glad I can fuck up shit for the bony boy here. I can't believe it was this easy to make a lich my bitch.
Oh, no, you haven't done that in the slightest.
She will pat the lich on the head and kiss him on the cheekbone. Anyways, yeah, if you want to go, then go ahead. Either that or like, well, you don't have a fucking stomach. Well, that just falls through like right through your ribs. You know what? Now I kind of want to see you drink beer. And he's leaving. Well, that was a fun, interesting experience all around, gang. I'm. She turns back to Sylvar and Fleur. Um, Well, yeah. I'm gonna go speak with like Servon or something.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, Fleur,
I'm pretty sure they got some useful information from the young red dragon that you supposedly had met and befriended.
yeah, that was a
That you
weird
definitely didn't
experience.
make up at all.
Yeah, it was a weird experience all around. Don't worry. Um, Fleur, the navigator is a bit weird about the whole Grindmice thing, so you might want to take that up with him. Anyways, she just sort of blows a kiss over Sylvar to Fleur, and will walk over to Sturban. Okay, so Sturban,
Yes.
is our draconic friend still in town?
Yes, our draconic friend was deciding to go looking for another draconic being in town.
Okay, that doesn't narrow it down. We have like 3 draconic memes in this tavern. 4 if you count Harmony.
Another dragon.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, yeah, you wouldn't know where he is. I was going to say we should probably like, you know, make sure that he gets the memo that like we're somewhat chill with the Lich.
Yes, well, if this is a lich, that means he's in. Our draconic friend deduced that there was one undead in town. Um, and it looks like we found him.
Yeah, high five all around, guys.
Yes, I've heard.
To which she high fives you with one of the mummy skeletons, just because she is one for topical humor.
Sure, those
Cool.
things are still screaming, and
Well, the mummy lord at least would reform his bones.
Ah,
Um,
anyway, did you learn anything from this supposed dragon?
well, he was very unwilling to fight a lich by himself.
no, that's understandable. I did mean to say that as backup. You know, we send Daehyun in first as an adequate meat shield for the dragon.
I'm sure the dragon would love that.
You say that like the dragon wouldn't get a kick out of Daehyun getting beaten to death by a wizard. Frankly speaking, I think half the continent would enjoy the shit out of that.
We are so nice today, who aren't we?
Oh, don't act like you're not part of that half. But true. Um, Daehoon hasn't started a paramilitary coup in the city yet, has he?
Nope, not yet, thankfully.
Oh, thank God. And so, anything useful about dragon gods or breaking them out of hell?
Breaking dragon gods out of hell? I did not get the memo on that one.
I don't know. I just figured you might bring it up, like dragon gods. You know. Well, um, I'll bring that up next time I see him.
Should
I
we
was
go
giving.
find him? I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to find a dragon in the city, yeah?
No, the dragon in a human's body, yes, but that being said, we absolutely have to take Silver along if we're going to go find this dragon. for personal reasons. So yeah, Starvon, you want to go bully a dragon with us? I'm not hearing a no.
I'll come to watch.
You can help me teach him taxes.
This poor thing.
What? I'm trying to convince this man. I'm trying to convince this man that taking like blood money monthly is much better than burning down the entire village and stealing everything. I'm trying to make the dragon mafia is what I'm trying to say here. For the dragon mafia is inevitable, Serpon, and I would rather be on its good side.
You'd rather be the boss of the dragon.
Well, yes, but that's beside the point. Shut the fuck up.
You see,
Alright, hold up. Silvar, you dipshit, get down here. We're hunting dragons.
What in the nine hells are you? What?
Come on, dragons. She looks over at Daehoon. Oh fuck, we shouldn't leave him unsupervised. Daehoon,
Yes.
come on. You're coming with. We don't have a responsible babysitter here for you.
What about the Dragonborn?
Like I said, we don't have a responsible babysitter here for you.
Rolkar is... He's really old. I mean, how is he not responsible?
Age doesn't beget responsibility. Also, up until about like a month ago, the man was insane.
I am pretty sure he's still insane.
Well, homicidally insane.
So, no different than me?
Yeah, point in case, not a good babysitter for you.
Alright. Fine. Let's go.
Right.
Also, like Aron, like showed up while you were gone, gave us these flyers. Like,
Liv will grab one.
it's join the Order of the Swan. Expedition into the mountains.
Oh fuck, based.
Paladins and clerics welcome. All other classes not excluded.
Absolutely based. She flips it over and makes sure it's also on the back.
What? To make sure it's what?
That the same message is also on the back.
On the back it says, warlocks take care. Paladin of the Swan hates warlocks.
Please tell me there's a crude caricature of Daehoon angrily holding his sword.
Like a children's drawing.
Good.
I'm going to have to give your patron thanks, Silvar. Alright, well, let's go bully a dragon. That should be like our fucking motto at this point.
Let's
this
go
order
bully a
is
dragon.
The Order of the Swan, bullier of dragons.
Since 1994.
Since not, I don't believe this world uses the Anno Domini. That being said, I mean, if we're going to lie about the time we formed, like, why not go back a century further?
1 BC, happy?
Fair enough. I suppose, technically speaking, this is still before Christ in this world.
Sure.
Well, I severely doubt Fantasy Jesus has showed up yet.
Alright. And so you head out into the city. Looking for a dragon, I presume.
Looking for the dragon, yes.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
The red one. That is young.
Ah. Yes, Stervon and Dehu know what this
Lothtor.
guy looks like in his humanoid form. Liv does not. Nor does Silvar nor Fleur.
Yet Liv is explicitly letting Stervon lead the way.
Roll either investigation or perception, whichever you feel is more appropriate in this case.
Either way, Stervon, the investigative and or perceptive lion, will help you.
But also offer bardic inspiration.
I could, but I won't.
Some bard you are.
But I might need it later. So what if this is the final boss?
The final boss is a red dragon. We somehow all die.
Somehow it's a red dragon. Of course we all die.
So, again, perception or investigation with advantage, whichever you feel is more appropriate.
What was that? Perception or
Investigation.
Yeah, probably the perception, since you're a druid and druids use wisdom.
Yes,
Oh,
that
dang.
natural 20.
Oh yeah, you find him. It's pretty close to the same park that you were at earlier today. So you spot him at the same park, but a different area of the park, over by the lake, or the pond. Miss Olivia, Stervon starts directing you towards a teenage-looking boy with red hair.
Neat.
This boy is, and this is actually a description for all of you. He is talking with a armored man with a great sword on his back and wielding a shield. And in fact, Miss Olivia, you hear a voice in your mind saying, "Stop. Don't go further. You idiot."
Miss Olivia, presuming this is in her own voice and not somebody else's voice.
Yeah, sounds very similar to it.
Yeah, she's good at ignoring voices in her head, especially ones of her own, namely her conscience, but that's beside the point. Besides, Ashara clearly recognizes the smell and is going up regardless.
He's going to
just
destroy that which we have worked so hard for.
Shut up, me. I haven't listened to you once before, and I won't listen to you now. She says out loud in front of Stervon, walking forward nonchalantly.
You
are we
recognize...
having
carry on, Stervon.
we having a crisis right now, Liv?
Oh, the voices in my head are telling me to stop approaching. It's all cool.
Does it sound like a pseudo dragon telling you to stop approaching?
No, it sounds like me.
It sounds like you.
Yeah,
So it sounds like we're about to have a dragon v dragon fight.
I
Wonderful.
I highly doubt that. I don't listen to my own thoughts anyways.
You should, the voice says.
Shut the fuck up, you.
That's pretty evident at this point.
Yes, regardless, she will, like, kind of like a door, will knock on Daehyun's armor and go knock knock. Hey, friend. I think the cat sure seems to think you're you're Lothar. Yeah.
Now,
To which
hold, before we get too far, this man is one you recognize as the extremely handsome man that Fleur was talking to and tried to talk with Fleur during the birthday party, but Liv kept trying to drag away, claiming that he was the police.
Shara is busy rubbing up against Lothar's legs, but Liv jumps back like quickly, kind of like lizard hissing. The fuck, the police! You were right, me. Why do I never listen to you? I sure am glad Sturbon and Fleur can be here for Liv's mental breakdown arc.
The boy and the man give you a side glance and turn back to each other. That you misunderstand me, young one. You have no idea who you're messing with.
Liv dusts herself off and walks back forward. Hey, Lothar, I wouldn't fuck with the police if I were you.
You notice Lothar takes a couple steps back from the man and says something in Draconic.
I don't understand you, but this man is a cop, and humans and other humanoids apparently don't take too kindly to killing cops. What he's still doing down here and not up north is beyond me. But he's definitely a police officer.
I suppose congratulations are in order.
Oh, yeah, totes, thanks.
At least that's what I would be offering if I weren't such a lowly creature as all of you.
Well, yeah, you're worse. You're a pig.
You dwit! I am higher than all of you.
No, you're a police officer. All cops are bastards.
Do not equate me to such lowly filth.
Oh, so you're a self-righteous cop. Got it.
I am no cop.
You're like Daehyun. You're definitely like Daehyun, a self-righteous cop.
He draws the long sword, and he's holding it. And you would recognize that he's wielded this thing deftly in one hand, even though it's built for two.
Hey, I think I'm out of your jurisdiction here, buddy. She says, moving it away.
The Knights Chromis do not care for the likes of humanoids. I had thought to destroy you all from the inside, but that's clearly not going to happen.
I mean, I don't know if you met our party, but, like, we're just, like, a fucking rotting piece of wood. I mean, other than the fact I'm now hearing voices in my head, I'm an Alu fiend. That one is possessed by a demon. That one's the herald to the. Never mind. She skips over Silvar. That one, actually, I'm not quite sure about Sturbon, but I'm sure he has some sort of emotional trauma bundled up in that shell of apathy. We all do. And then, well, you've met Fleur.
Yes, the one who knows too little. But I do not need a bunch of heathens and a false prophet, he says, spitting at Silvar, telling
Oh.
me what is what.
I don't see why we would be telling you shit. Frankly speaking, with all due respect, we don't care about you, Copper.
Well, then perhaps you should care, because it will be your last. And, I think that's a good place to call it here, because combat would take a long time.
Yes. I guess Sturban was right about dragon on dragon warfare.
See, this is